G'day guys, welcome to this week's episode of
Just the Tip.
Okay, so it's been a long time since I've done a tip of the week, and this week I'm talking about Tyre Black. Last year I done a tip on using boot polish on your tyres, which is a great option. But sometimes when I want to go that one step further with the car and really blacken the tyres, they look like new, is I use some brush-on bitumen coating. So this is just from the hardware store, and it's really thick. I've already put some in the tub here, and it is literally like tar that you'd find on the road. And I just reduce it with a bit of thinners, or you can use literally anything, terps or petrol or whatever. And you basically want to thin it down to a consistency where it's just nice and runny, but it's still jet black. And this will blacken your tires, and generally speaking, it hangs on pretty good. Sometimes it will delaminate if the tires aren't really clean, so you must make sure the tires are spotlessly clean. I suggest using like a detergent and then even hitting them with like a thinners or a wax and grease remover and get right in there and get the tire nice and clean. And then we want to reduce this down, so I'm going to do that right now. So I've only got like one dab worth of bitumen in here, and I'm going to mix up as I use it, because this stuff does dry out, obviously being a solvent based. And you can see with a bit of reducer in there, it's turning into pretty much black paint. But the reason I use this is that being bitumen, it bonds really well and it's really flexible. So we're going to do one of these tires now. I'm going to show you what it looks like. This tire, you can see I've cleaned it up really good. That is pretty much as good as it's going to get with some thinners. But we want to get rid of this sort of greying look. And like I said, you can either use a black boot polish, which is probably a bit more suitable on the car because it doesn't run. This stuff takes a little bit more time, but really good result. All right, there you have it. Tyre Black from the hardware store. Cheapest chips, better than any Tyre Black you're gonna find on the market. And then if you want to be a real mad dog, you want to get yourself a set of red walls like my cars. All right, I'll see you all next time for another episode of
Just the Tip.